Hello everybody, this is Dan from All Dimensions LLC here in Johnson City, Tennessee. This is a 97 Jeep Cherokee XJ with the 4.0 liter. If you're going to replace this gasket right here, and in this one's case it needed a new manifold because they like to crack down there. In any case, when you go and do this, the obvious part is to get everything squeaky clean and make sure that the mating surfaces are perfect, as perfect as you can get them to be. I just want to point out that I highly recommend putting the manifold, exhaust manifold on first, okay, and then torquing nut 1 and nut number 2 back there in this corner here. They get torqued to 23 foot-pounds. I recommend doing both of those before you put the intake manifold on. If you don't, you will definitely have some trouble getting in there with a torque wrench. Okay, once those are in place and torqued down, you can then continue on with your intake manifold. Okay, so nice and clean surface. Just going to slide it right on in. Everything, of course, is always easier said than done. You've got some loom in the way, and just take your time. Don't try to force anything. Get it over those dowels. Once you get that into place there, I'm going to take the bolts, and it doesn't matter which one you choose to start out with to hold the thing in place, but we're going to go ahead and take this one here. Seems like it's going to be the easiest one to start the threads on for my hand positioning at this moment. Alright. It's always good to get your gloves stuck in there. Alright. Once you get these in place, okay, then you can go ahead and start torquing them in sequence. Alright. Now, torquing them in sequence, well, I can hold off on that for the moment, for the sake of the video. You might get mixed opinions on this, but what I prefer to do is to go down bottom and start out with the forward bottom bolt. And you just want to get them in there just slightly snug, each one of the bolts in this sequence. But I go from bottom forward to top center, then I like to go down to the bottom back in the center, and then back up here, and then over there. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a spiral. Okay? Once you get all of them relatively just snugged up, then you can go ahead and torque them all down to 24 foot-pounds. That's all that's required. Now, once you do get this engine up to running temperature a couple of times, it's not a bad idea to go back in there and re-snug them up. I've never had a problem with them coming loose, but it does happen. So, hopefully this helps somebody out with getting these in place and doing it a little bit on the easier side. Once again, my name is Dan. I'm from All Dimensions LLC here in Johnson City, Tennessee. God bless, and keep wrenching.